They gave us a map, a detailed one, with steps, goals, milestones, job, house, family, retirement. We followed it, we arrived. But no one ever said what happens after you get there. No one told us how quiet it would be after the finish line. This isn't a crisis, it's just that the map ends here. And that means it's time to start drawing your own. This is where the real journey begins. Welcome to the unwritten chapter. All our lives, there was a script. Study hard, get the job, buy the house, provide, climb, grow, hustle, succeed. And it was comforting, in a way, all those milestones, like a to-do list for being human, for being an adult, with the awkwardness of choice removed. But then one day you look up and you realise you're off the map and the sat-nav has lost its signal. The reality is you did everything they asked. You followed their plans and now you're here with no next chapter, but the story doesn't yet feel complete. We spent decades of our lives climbing only to realise we were scaling someone else's wall. So what happens when you finally hit enough? Enough of the stuff, enough of the status, enough of the security. What happens when, instead of feeling full, you still feel incomplete, or maybe numb, or worse still, slightly dead inside? You were told it would feel like peace, but this is more like the peace of the graveyard as you're lowered 6 feet down. This feels more like a pause you weren't expecting, that you did not ask for. This isn't a midlife crisis, it's a midlife awakening. But don't worry, you're not broken. You're just finally far enough from the noise to hear yourself think. And then it hits you. You're no longer being steered. You're no longer in the chase, providing your value, your worth. But you don't yet know who you are without the chase, that you are still worthy. That in-between space, it's not failure, it's freedom, like learning to walk all over again. That silence you feel, it's the sound of possibility, of opportunity knocking at your front door. And you have a lifetime of experience to offer this time. You see, this is where it gets interesting, because now, finally, the story is yours. There's no roadmap, but there is rhythm. You can build a life like a jam session, following a flow, listening more than pushing. It's not about having a master plan. It's about tuning your instrument and seeing what happens. Sometimes there is no wrong choice. If you've laid the groundwork properly, all the roads from the crossroads have great destinations, because you've already put in the hard work. So start small. Notice one thing today that sparks curiosity, not obligation, and let it float in your mind a little bit longer than is comfortable, because that's where the magic happens. That's your first note. Play that note and let your subconscious take you somewhere special. Follow that for a few more steps, and the next one might find you, just naturally. You don't have to escape the system, you just have to stop obeying its beat. This is improvised living. It's messy, but it's real. It's fun. It can be exciting, even more exciting than drug-fueled weekend-long benders drifting from club to kitchen to pub to club to kitchen, and so on and on. And this time it's finally yours. So here's the rebellion. Living slower, living softer, living deeper. Not because you gave up, but because you woke up. Realizing you are not falling behind. You are not falling into rhythm. And you don't need permission to begin again. Just curiosity and to put one foot in front of the other. We stopped playing their game, now we're making our own music. If this chapter of life feels unfamiliar, maybe it's because it's finally yours. You're not broken, you're not behind, you're free. Now let me know in the comments, what does your unscripted life look like? What are you starting now, just for you? And if you want more of this energy, this quiet rebellion, gentle creativity, thoughtful change, why not hit like, subscribe, or just sit with this for a moment? That's enough too. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you next week.